Lay where you're laying, don't make a sound. I know they're watching, all the commotion. The kitty like play has people talking, they're talking. Your sex is on fire. Dark of the alley, breaking of day. Ahead while I'm driving, soft lips are open, knuckles are pale. Feels like you're dying. You're dying. Your sex is on fire. Consumed with what's to transpire. Hot as a fever, rattling bones. I could just taste it, taste it. If it's not forever, if it's just a night, oh, it's still the greatest, the greatest, the greatest. Your sex is on fire. And your sex is on fire. With what's to transpire. And your sex is on fire. Consumed with what's to transpire.
We're live. I'm Maddie. This is live comedy in the apocalypse on Stab Comedy on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, right? Yeah, I don't know. Nobody can talk to me because that's how this works. Um, if you're watching this on Twitch, you should give it a subscription. They're $5. Or if you have an Amazon Prime account, it's free, and you should do that because we need to milk Jeff Bezos for every dollar we can.
Ew.
So that's that. I'm going to do jokes now. My therapist told me I have a tendency to isolate myself. And when he told me that, I was like, I'm not sure about that. I'm going to go think about it alone for a little while. But he was telling me, you need to get out more and you need to meet new people. And then the CDC said to stay inside for 2 months. So now I don't have to listen to anything my therapist says. My therapist, he wants me to start dating too. He thinks it's a good idea. And I'm not really into it because I don't like dating people who aren't mentally ill because I can't relate to somebody who values life. But I also can't have somebody who's more mentally ill than me because I need to be the crazy person in the relationship. So my new plan is to just find a healthy man and break him. I just turned 20, and what being in your 20s means is that you have to tell a lot of jokes about being in your 20s. I have one. Being in your 20s, you have to start being responsible, but you're not there yet. I'm only 20, so it's just the beginning. Like for now, I open my emails. I don't read them, but I open them. I've started buying books. Don't open those either, but they're there. That's better than nothing, right? I have kind of a strange problem, and it took me a while to find a support group for what I was needing support for. And I showed up to the meeting and I went, "Hi, my name's Maddie and I'm addicted to heroin." And they said, "This is a support group for compulsive liars." So I left because if it really happened, they would have told me and just kept going. I got laid off before I finished job training. Yeah, I got a job at a baseball stadium, and then the government said not to have baseball games anymore. And so now, instead of having a part-time job as a cashier, I have a full-time job selling fruit on Animal Crossing. I've been watching a lot of Top Chef in my time off, and I've noticed that every episode, every week, one of the judges will say to one of the contestants that their dish lacks point of view or has a good point of view, either way. And your first thought on that is that's stupid because food doesn't have a point of view. But we're wrong. For example, granola bars believe in the Green New Deal and they take all of their first dates hiking. Smoothie bowls believe in the healing power of essential oils and they ask you your star sign as soon as they meet you. Quesaritos believe in the legalization and decriminalization of marijuana. And microwave dinners are all divorced alcoholics, and the only thing they believe in is pain. Those are all the jokes I'm going to tell you guys tonight. I've been Maddie, and we're going to bring up your next comedian who's very funny. He's one of my favorite comedians. Start clapping at our computers for Kevin Heisinger.
Hi. Thank you. I don't know if you guys heard, but more people died from the coronavirus than in Vietnam. Pretty crazy. So I'm just wondering, why does all the new music suck?
Can't see you,
Really
Kevin.
good.
Can't see you.
Step up. You gotta step it up. At least now casinos know what it feels like to lose money. Everyone's been, struggling, losing their jobs. A lot of businesses are closing. Restaurants are trying to stay afloat. They're trying to do this thing. They're offering curbside pickup. Also offering curbside pickup prostitutes. So, good for them. been watching a lot of movies in quarantine. That's been fun. I watched the new Scooby-Doo movie. That was a mistake. Actually, now I have a PTSD from it. Post-traumatic Scooby-Doo. I got Disney Plus. I've been so bored, which was a mistake because I'm not a pedophile. But like, I've been watching a lot of these movies, and I'm gonna tell you, like, they don't really hold up very well. Like this Peter Pan movie. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It's kind of weird. Even when that movie came out, Walt Disney was like, I don't understand why this movie exists. Like, this kid's a little asshole. But the novel, the guy that wrote the novel was like, no, like, you nailed it. Like, that's the whole point. And I guess when that book came out, a lot of kids got injured because they actually thought they could fly and they were trying to. That's true. So the author had to go back and edit the novel. Like, no. Like, when Tinkerbell, she sprinkled the pixie dust, that's when you can fly. But there were a lot more injuries after that, which is because a lot of kids got a hold of this thing called angel dust, and they thought they could fly. I'm just going to assume you guys are muted, because this is fucking awesome. I don't know if you guys remember that show, All That, from Nickelodeon. You guys are too young. They actually announced they're making a sequel to it. It's called In a Bag of Chips. You guys, I've been really bored. I've been writing a lot of fan fiction. Like, it's been going great. I'm trying to like combine history with like fiction with like cartoons. I'm working on one. It's called Gandhi with a Chance of Meatballs. I'm just kidding. It's actually about a family that gets trapped in the desert and they get attacked by a bunch of cannibals, but the cannibals are really overweight. It's called The Hills Have Thighs. But no, I've been writing. I've been reading a lot, actually. I've read this book called Jane Eyre. It's a period piece of shit. I'm just gonna end on this note real quick. Some people think I'm homophobic, but I'm really not. Just because growing up, like, most of my best friends were priests, so you guys have been great. My name's Amy Schumer. I'm gonna give it back to your host. Thanks for having me.
Caller.
Thank you, Amy
Okay.
Schumer. Amazing.
Anytime.
I couldn't see Kevin.
Here.
Hey, I can see Maddie, but I can't see Kevin.
Yeah, it was Maddie. It was on Maddie the whole time.
Yeah,
I didn't want to say anything, but I am now.
Okay.
yeah. I don't know. You guys can just keep looking at me. I'm kind of cool, right? I think it's okay.
You just
You're
mouth
cool.
when the other people perform.
Did put on makeup for the first time since last week,
Yeah.
so
Very proud.
that's good, right?
Joe,
Uh,
you're
anyway.
on the screen. Don't worry. You'll be on the screen. Don't worry, Ed.
All right. Now that we've got that settled, let's move on to our next comedian. Let's all make it loud for Joe Conyu.
Hey there.
Yeah.
It's not weird. It's
Yeah,
not weird.
hi. I'm Joe Conyu, and I'm looking for a relationship. Yeah. I'm looking for a woman who really knows how to. Can you see me?
Yes.
I'm looking for a woman who really knows how to work a plunger. I need a girl who can plunge a toilet because I eat bad. I clog the pipes. I brush my teeth with pizza. Yeah. I mean, when I say I need a woman to clean my pipes, I really mean I need a woman who can clean my actual pipes. Now, day 71 here, day 71 staying home, but I'm burning fat. I'm burning fat like burning some grilled cheese. I'm burning that kind of fat, and getting some toasted bacon, some crispy bacon, burning some fat. And I've also been laying naked out in the sun, so that's pretty crispy. Yeah, my friends try to give me nutrition advice. they say, have you heard about the fruits and the vegetables? No, where'd you hear that shit? What is that? Something from the internet? Where, you know, if there's some secret information about what's healthy to eat, I should know it. I want to find out where you know, somebody should write a book or put it in a magazine or something about the secret food to eat to be healthy. Yeah, my buddy said, hey, have you heard about the smoothies? You got to put your food in the blender. I think, well, why don't you just eat that stuff? Why you put it in the blender? He goes, oh, no, it's better nutrition. I tried that. You know, it takes all the crunch out of my Fritos. Like it. I tried the turkey Slurpee. I got the feathers in my mustache. I don't like that part. I've been trying to date, but I'm discouraged. I know I'm too fat. I'm not going to get any action. You know, girl asked me, what's my sign? I said, well, my favorite sign is breakfast all day. That's my favorite sign. And I know I'm not going to get any action. I mean, I don't even pack a condom if I'm going on a date. I mean, if you were getting ready to go out on a date and you had to look at this in the mirror, would you even brush your teeth? Would you brush? I'm so disgusted. I know I'm not going to get any action. I ordered Chinese food last night. How am I doing on time? Okay.
You're good.
You got 20
I ordered
minutes.
Chinese food online, and I got the usual. I got the 3 entrees because I like all the flavors, but you know I eat them all. And I got the big soup, and I got the 2 fried rice. I got the pork fried rice, and then I got the veggies for the health. You know, the veggie fried rice, and the 2 desserts, the small desserts. And then I'm digging in the bag, and somebody put 4 forks in there, 4 forks in the bag, and I felt so bad. I thought, oh, all those people from foreign countries working in there, they probably thought this was enough food for a family, even though I'm going to eat it all myself. You know, and I started feeling really bad, you know, like they probably thought I was bringing this home to feed my family, or they could have fed their whole family with what they put in the bag. And then I realized I'm digging in there more, and there's 4 fortune cookies. And I realized, they probably thought I was bringing this home to my kids, and we were going to have a nice family dinner and everything. And so I'm digging further and further in there, and I realized, you know, there's only one thing left in the bag, and it's a bib. It's one bib, not 4 bibs, 1 bib. So then I realized these people from foreign countries, these foreigners, are making fun of me for being a fat old white American guy. And they put the bib in the bag. They put 1 bib in the bag because they knew I was pigging out there. And it wasn't even a nice bib like you get in the, you know, in the Red Lobster or something. It was one of those cheap paper bibs where you got to rip your own hole in the head. You know, one of those cheap paper, I have it right here, one of those cheap paper bibs. And here they are making fun. It didn't cut my appetite at all, though. Even though I knew they were making fun of me, it didn't bother my appetite at all. But I just offended that these people from foreign countries are making fun about this fat old white American guy. And I know they're from foreign countries because they look different. I can't tell where, but, you know, I'm American, so I don't know. But I know they're not from here. But I want to remember one thing. I want them to leave them with one message. You know, our old fat white American people are the reason that there's so many Chinese restaurants in this country today. And we love the fortune cookies, and we love those little placemats where we can figure out if we're a rat or a pig or an ass or something like that. That's all I got to say. Thanks, Maddie, and thanks, Buddy, and hope to see you guys around again soon.
Hey, everyone in the room, clap at your
Yay, clap, clap, clap.
You can't hear you. Also clap at your computer. It's normal.
Oh, yeah. Emoji clap.
Let's again clap for your next comedian. Very funny man. Let's give it up for Spencer Sellens.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay. All right. I thought I was 7, but all right. Hey, everybody. All right. So what's the deal with, no. All right. So a couple days ago, I was at the pharmacy. Let me start this with, I actually just recently got laid off. So I just recently lost my health insurance, which is fun. And so I heard you can get like a month of healthcare for Cobra. Anyway, I go to the pharmacist and to refill my antidepressants. And she's giving me like the most bullshit advice I've ever heard. So I talked to her. She says, yeah, you're going to need to keep taking these. Yes, that's why I'm here. Can you help me with my prescription? Yeah. Well, do you have health insurance? Well, no, I don't have health insurance, but you need to keep taking. Yes, I realize I need to keep taking these. That's why I'm here. But you need health insurance. Yes, I realize I don't have health insurance, but they're the generic kind. It costs like $2 for you to make. How much do they cost? Well, they cost like $40. Okay. Can I pay for $40? So basically, I'm just rationing my health care like a good American. All right. This is gonna go from terrible set to soapbox very quickly. Just want to let you all know that. All right. Let's see. Okay, so I've been seeing a lot of a couple weeks last week because I don't know, I'm reading these terrible things, like these are awful jokes. I'll just fucking talk about They're terrible jokes. I'll just talk about shit. All right, so last week my fiance and I, because of all this COVID uncertainty, we decided that, you know what, let's fuck it, let's elope. We don't gotta wait till January. We don't need to wait for this party for everybody else. Let's go to like Vegas or Reno, somewhere in Nevada, and get married.
Yeah.
So yeah. So we take our own destiny in our hands, god damn it. we get our ass to Reno. We find the cheapest, shittiest like chapel we can find to areas, like so we can get eloped. I mean, we even brought everything we thought we would need, like IDs. We had like 2 rings, blah blah blah. We had everything. Turns out we didn't have 2 rings, and this will be more important later because so we're in the chapel. Turns out, not only is it just a shitty chapel, it is a shitty celebrity impersonator chapel. So this guy who comes out not as Elvis, I would say Elvis 10 years after he died on the toilet. So this is what he was going for, basically. And this guy, he took his job seriously because he would not marry us. He asked us, do you have the rings? Like, well, oh shit, we forgot the rings. Like, well, no, I can't marry you without the rings. We follow order here. Like, bitch, you are dressed like Elvis. What? We are here at 2 a.m. on a Wednesday. What part of this means? Anyway. So as I step down from my soapbox, I'm seeing a lot of like these. Something that really annoys me on social media is you always see like sappy news stories where, like, you know, oh, Timmy had, you know, juvenile Alzheimer's and he got to run the whole football team field with the team and they, you know, fell down a bunch over and over so he could feel good, and then we all jumped and laughed afterward. Yay, Timmy. And I realized that the only people that like to watch these videos, they have to be on the verge of suicide. Like, that's the only person who would really be uplifted by a functionally retarded person running 100 yards. Like, we're never, who feels, okay, anyway, give it up for your next comic.
Drop the R word. Maddie, you're muted.
Maddie, you're muted.
Maddie's muted.
Maddie's
Can't
muted.
hear you.
I did a good job of that, right? I'm a professional.
Very-
There was a package being delivered, so I closed it for the doorbell and then didn't undo it because I'm really dumb. Great. Your next comedian is very funny. She's one of my favorite people. Let's clap at our computers for Heather Rogiers.
Hey.
Heyo.
So I have a confession. I'm pregnant. Again. It's not a joke, guys. He told me he pulled out. He deceived me. And I don't think he's ready to be a father. Do you guys think I should get an abortion? Or adoption? No, you're right, abortion. Does anyone have a coat hanger? Give it a couple trimesters. I'm gonna let my tits grow a bit more. And see where we're at. But yeah, I didn't even realize I could get pregnant, you know, and then I got vaccinated. All sorts of changes started happening. I think people are starting to notice my glow because I was out the other day and this guy came up to me and he was like, boy or girl? Like he knew. And I was like, I haven't even had the ultrasound yet, you know? It's just so new. And then he said, oh my God, he said the sweetest thing I've ever heard in my life. He said, I needed more surgery. Can you believe that? He thought I had some surgery. And then this guy, oh my God, this guy came by, this bike messenger, he almost hit me. And he was like, even worse than that, he was like yelling something at me. He was like yelling shit like, I'm on your left. She's like, no, you're not. I'm a transgender socialist. You're not further left than me. You're a bike messenger, not Fidel Castro. Are you riding that bike to Guantanamo Bay? I'm glad that joke didn't land. I'm glad you guys know your communism. We don't have to have any lessons. Okay, good. Moving on. I know what you guys want to hear about. Oh my God, I didn't even start my timer. How long have I been going for? Does anyone know? Okay, I'm just gonna keep going. 3.5.
Keep going.
That's how big my dick is. So sorry, where was I? Oh, I know what you guys want to hear about. You guys want to hear who has it worse, right? Ladies, is it harder to get home safely without being sexually assaulted, or gentlemen? Is it harder to get home without sexually assaulting another human being? Or animal, that's not right either, you know. My point is, guys, I don't know, I am so sick of guys like trying to roofie me with boredom. You know what I mean? Like, step it up, you know, like learn some game, you know what I mean? Like, ladies, our game is just watch your drink. But gentlemen, listen, some of you think I'm a man. Listen to one of your own, okay? Step it up. It's like you gotta be a little bit flirtier, but not rapey. Okay, I'm just gonna end on rapey. You guys have been terrific.
Yay, another fun note to end on. We're doing great on ends of jokes. Theoretically, we have 3 comedians left, but in reality, we only have 1. So, I'll let you guys know how that goes after this. Let's give it up for your maybe headliner, Sandra Risser.
Hey.
Oh, I got to shut off the air conditioner. That's why I was trying to. I counted 7 when before you called my name. Oh, shoot. Come on. Okay, let's start now. I want to welcome you all to the geriatric portion of this mic. Hey, nobody lets me go last because they were afraid I won't live that long. But at 78, I don't think of myself as old. I'm used. I am like one of a kind antique, very expensive, and rich men like to get their hands on me. I noticed from the pictures There's some nice looking young men out there. I remember when I used to date nice looking young men. No, I don't. But I remember the Alamo. The doctor told me that at my age I was going to not be very steady on my feet and maybe I should put a bar in my shower. I really didn't know it would help, but I put a bar in my shower. I stocked it with Grey Goose, Johnny Walker. Just about a year ago, I got the cast off a broken wrist. A week after that, I broke a bone in my foot. Should teach my husband and I not to try new positions. I am proud to say that after 30 years, my husband and I still share the same bed. He uses it nights and I use it days. You know, men my age, they often take Viagra so they can have sex whenever they want. Unfortunately, a lot of them sprain their wrist. You know, kids used to be homeschooled to protect them from radical ideas like gay marriage, evolution. Now they're homeschooled to protect them from COVID-19. I was homeschooled to protect me from a spanking. This is your home. Keep it clean. Why? Because we say so. You know, I grew up when kids were expendable. Our poor parents didn't worry about us poking out an eye. We played on steel jungle gyms, mounted on a slab of concrete, surrounded by a moat of alligators. If we fell off, cracked our head open, lost a limb to a gator, they'll just say, don't come crying to me just because you shot your brother. Now quit crying and wipe the dust out of your glass eye. Shortly before we had to all stay home, I was with some girlfriends in a bar. There's some guys at the table next to us. We're talking and laughing, and one of the guys turns to us. He says, you know why women are like dessert? He says, they're nice, but unnecessary. I said, do you know the difference between my drink and your opinion? He said, I asked for my drink. Besides that, men are the ones that are like dessert. They often look a lot better than they taste. I think I'm going to end on that one.
Yay. All right. That's the end because our other two theoretical comics never existed in reality. That's the end of our show this week. We'll be back again next week, and you should all come again, everyone.
Hey.
Well, thank you. It was fun.
Great job hosting.
Woo!
Oh, I like that glass.
It's a kitty.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
We will be safe.